Many of you know the movie, The Blair Witch Project, but not very many people know the story that surrounds it. The township of Blair was located in north-central Maryland, 2 hours from Washington, D.C. In February of 1785, several children accused Ellie Kedward of luring them into her home to draw blood from them. Kedward is found guilty of witchcraft, banished from the village during a particularly harsh winter, and presumed dead. In November of 1786, by midwinter, all of Kedward's accusers, along with half of the town's children, vanish. Fearing a curse, the townspeople flee Blair and vow never to utter Ellie Kedward's name again. In November of 1809, The Blair Witch Cult is published. This rare book, commonly considered fiction, tells of an entire town cursed by an outcast witch. In 1824, Burkittsville is founded on the Blair site. August 1825. 11 witnesses testify to seeing a pale woman's hand reach up and pull 10-year-old Eileen Treacle into Tappy East Creek. Her body is never recovered, and for 13 days after the drowning, the creek is clogged with oily bundles of sticks. In March of 1886, 8-year-old Robin Weaver is reported missing, and search parties are dispatched. Although Weaver returns, one of the search parties does not. Their bodies are found weeks later at Coffin Rock, tied together at the arms and legs and completely disemboweled. Between November 1940 and May 1941, a total of 7 children are abducted from the area surrounding Burkittsville. In May 1941, an old hermit named Rustin Parr walks into a local market and tells people there that he is finally finished. After police hike for 4 hours to a secluded house in the woods, they find the bodies of 7 missing children in the cellar. Each child has been ritualistically murdered and disemboweled. Parr admits to everything in detail, telling authorities that he did it for an old woman ghost who occupied the woods near his house. He is quickly convicted and hanged. In October of 1994, Montgomery College students Heather Donahue, Joshua Leonard, and Michael Williams arrive in Burkittsville to interview locals about the legend of the Blair Witch for a class project. Heather interviews Mary Brown, an old and quite insane woman who has lived in the area all her life. Mary claims to have seen the Blair Witch one day near Tappy Creek in the form of a hairy, half-human, half-animal beast. In the early morning, Heather interviews 2 fishermen who tell the filmmakers that Coffin Rock is less than 20 minutes from town and easily accessible by an old logging trail. The filmmakers hike into the Black Hills Forest shortly thereafter and are never seen again. On October 26, 1994, the Maryland State Police launched their search of the Black Hills area, an operation that lasted 10 days and includes up to 100 men, aided by dogs, helicopters, and even a flyover by a Department of Defense satellite. On November 5th, the search is called off after 33,000 man-hours failed to find a trace of the filmmakers or any of their gear. Heather's mother, Angie Donahue, begins an exhaustive personal search for her daughter and her 2 companions. On June 19, 1995, the case is declared inactive and unsolved. On October 16, 1995, students from the University of Maryland's Anthropology Department discover a duffel bag containing film cans, DAT tapes, video cassettes, a Hi-8 video camera, Heather's journal, and a CP16 film camera, buried under the foundation of a 100-year-old cabin. When the evidence is examined, Burkittsville Sheriff Ron Caverns announced that the 11 rolls of black and white film and 10 Hi-8 videotapes are indeed the property of Heather Donahue and her crew.